Hey there, Morning Manna. My name is Heather, and it's my honor to be with you again. I still tense up a little bit every time they ask me to do one of these. This isn't easy, but I do recognize that it is important to take our challenges head on, and I trust that God is going to teach us something together as we take this little journey over the next 6 days. Well, once I knew this was happening, I started praying, and I asked God what He might have for me to share. Naturally, I'm not completely shooting in the dark. As many of you know, my husband Jonathan is the teaching pastor, so I have a little bit of an inside track on the sermon series calendar. So I knew that we'd be finishing up our outreach series, Salt and Light, this week. So it seemed natural as I started praying and heard live out loud. I thought, hey, this could be a miniature companion to our sermon series. Over this week, we're going to look at 6 ideas to living our faith in order to point people to Jesus. Today, point number 1, let your actions speak. Throughout this year, we've been studying in the Sermon on the Mount. In fact, this series is based mostly in Matthew 5 and the beginning of Matthew 6, but later in Matthew 7, Jesus says, "You will know them by their fruits." This is always such a challenge to me. I wish it were as simple as I am what I profess, but really, I am what the fruit of my life says I am. All of us are growing the fruit of what we've sown with our actions, our attitudes, yes, what we speak, but also how we serve or don't serve, how we react positively and negatively, where we choose sin and where we choose purity. The clearest message any of us will preach is the message of the life that we live, not what we say. Living out loud doesn't mean being loud. Actions speak louder than words. So this is a challenge, but it's also refreshing for me. Let me level with you. I don't always think quickly on my feet. I'll go to one more level of transparency with you. I'm not just remembering all of this while I'm talking to you right now. Some of our team can do that, not me. I'm reading it, and I practiced. I tell you that to say this. I can't always think of the right thing to say in the moment. Sometimes it isn't until later in the day, hours later, that I realize how I should have responded with advice or a truth from Scripture or whatever. So I'm reassured that I can preach the gospel with how I live, even when I can't think of all of the words I wish I could say. In the simplest moments, with a kind smile, an encouraging word, an act of service, choosing humility. The list is almost endless. In those moments, I am showing the love of Jesus. I am demonstrating that He has transformed my life. I can be salt and light by letting my actions do the preaching. I can preach the gospel, momming my kids, loving my husband, doing my work to God's glory, being polite, and embracing working on my character. Well, I hope you have a great day, Morning Manna family. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.